Can the Earth be flat and hollow? No, the fuck it can't. But today, we'll learn about the Hollow Earth theory. We'll explore the origins of Hollow Earth belief and follow those theories through numerous cultures, religions, and sciences spanning the course of several centuries. Finally, we'll look at possible Nazi connections, because as our potato friend always says, it always ties back to the Nazis. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought the flat earth theory was wild, stick around and let us take you on a journey to the center of the earth. This is Necronomipod.
Dave, you broke your golden rule and you did a movie theater recently, I heard through the grapevine.
I did go to a movie this week.
How long's it been since you've been to the movie theater before then?
Probably 5 years.
I was going to guess since you told us a story of Straight Outta Compton.
That's actually what I thought.
Yeah.
The last movie I saw at the theater was the first Knives Out movie. So I think that was 5-ish years ago.
How many did they make of those? I felt like they made quite a few.
2, I think.
Knives Out, 2019. So I guess technically almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't realize you could look and see how many seats were filled, see how many tickets were
Like if when you
sold.
buy a ticket online now, like through Fandango or on that whatever, you like almost you pick a seat essentially to buy.
Pick a seat and see how many other people are there. So you wait till the last second, and there was only 2 other people there, so it was not bad. This was in Florida, so
So that makes it pretty bad, but
right.
relatively speaking, it was all right.
I saw ISS, about the International Space Station.
I would never see a movie about ISIS. That's offensive and appalling, and how dare you?
I do not recommend this movie. It's
no good.
It's rather silly. Spend your time doing some other.
You could have seen the Iron Claw, and you saw this.
Other people in my party did not want to see the Iron Claw.
Shame on
They
them.
See ISS.
Oh, I'm offended by so many things you just said. How was the theater experience, though, with only a few people in there?
There was really no talking. It was quite enjoyable. It makes me realize how much I miss going to the theater. And it's one of those things I used to love that scumbag people in the world today have taken away from me with their rude behavior. So I miss it.
When you went to see Knives Out, do you remember it being a full theater? Because I feel like I've only seen a few movies over the last few years, but I feel like nobody goes to the movies anymore. And if you pick, like you said, if you check the app and look at the right day and time, you can almost get a theater to yourself.
I don't recall. That was pre-COVID. It was different.
COVID changed a lot of it,
I think it did.
especially with all the movies almost being available to stream instantly.
Yeah, the wait times aren't like they were before. I'm not really induced to have to go see it. You know, a month later, I can usually watch it at home. So I'm in no hurry.
Did you get some Raisinets?
I got some Skittles. I got a big giant Diet Coke. I got a big popcorn.
Look at that. You weren't one of these people that put the Skittles in the popcorn, were you?
I would never do such a thing.
Who does
Because
that?
it's appalling.
That's ridiculous.
People do that.
Larry's one of his dates on Curb did that.
So like you get like M&Ms and Reese Pieces and I don't know, maybe Skittles, and you dump them all in the big popcorn, and it's just almost like you make your own like movie theater trail mix.
Yeah. Sweet and savory.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
One thing I did notice, they must use different oil these days for popcorn because it doesn't taste like movie theater popcorn anymore. It's not good. Like that was one of the joys of going to the movies, was getting that movie theater popcorn experience.
Having your fingers glisten with butter.
Yeah,
like, that was the best.
Completely different.
Almost dropping that Coke out of your hand when you go to pick it up.
My movie theater brand microwave popcorn is fucking better than that stuff.
I agree. I think it's went downhill. They changed something.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. So yeah.
But okay, though.
Yeah, it did. My blood wasn't boiling. I didn't have to yell at anyone, so it was all right.
Other than the fact that the snack sucked and the movie sucked. Pretty good movie experience.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. Just the sheer joy of sitting in a movie theater or seeing something on the big screen.
Were they comfy
enjoyable.
seats? Were they like any of the reclining ones? Like a Cinemark type?
No, it was not a fancy one.
Okay.
I think it was an AMC theater.
They need to up their game, AMC. They're falling behind.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
What do we have? Cinemark?
Regal.
It's a Regal. Cinemark near us in Strongsville has like the reclining seats.
Yeah, that's the bougie one.
Yeah.
They had a full bar, though, being in Florida.
That's nice.
Yeah.
When I lived in Indianapolis, there was a theater that you could do like full bar. So like we would go, I think that's where I saw The Wrestler, the Mickey Rourke movie.
Yeah.
You get a bucket of beers and then you like you used to, then you just let it go and let it roll down the aisle.
awesome.
And it's a glass bottle, so it's so obnoxious.
That's why I have the karma of people talking in every fucking movie I go to, because that's what the nonsense I used to do.
I actually didn't do mine on purpose. I went to put it in the bucket to grab another one and I missed and it fell and you're like clink, 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 clink.
Also, Marissa Tomei up on the pole, wrestler.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. She's all kinds of topless in that movie.
Big fan.
But yeah, a bar in a movie theater is a completely new, fun experience.
Yeah. Except then you got to piss and then you miss the movie.
That's,
Trade-offs.
That's my life, but. So, anyways, well, good for you. Just dipping your toes back in the water.
That'll probably be the last time for a while.
We could still probably, after recording, I go see a midnight Iron Claw showing.
I would fall asleep.
Yeah, it's late. That's rough. Anyways, here we are. Taking a little break from murder.
Talking about fun stuff.
Yeah,
right?
really fun stuff.
Yeah. Mixing things up.
I do have a question. We referenced the flat earthers at the beginning of this. I know the flat earthers think the world is flat, but underneath the crust, like what shape do they? I don't remember what shape
It's just
do
like
they.
fucking like stalactites hanging down. You know,
Like
right?
how deep?
Like pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like this jagged cave top looking.
That's kind of how I envisioned it in my head. I'm just wondering how deep they think that goes. And
Pretty
like, does stuff
deep.
fall off? And like it would just be like floating around in space, like pieces of crust and soil, right?
I know one model has the whole Earth is surrounded by ice.
Okay.
Kind of like a Truman Show type deal, but
Okay.
all ice.
I was trying to think how these two theories could be reconciled. I don't think they can.
No. It would seem tough.
When this is of course where my brain is going to go. When I think of like a combined flat / hollow earth, I think of those damn Totino's pizzas that Dave likes because they are flat and just airy in the middle. So it's like they're kind of hollow. And that's exactly what our earth would be if both of these theories were right.
I like it.
We're just floating around on Totino's pizza.
Those are fucking delicious.
Yes, I guess maybe there could be a civilization of tunnel people. Maybe.
Like in Vegas.
Yeah, but like tunnel people way down there.
I'm intrigued. I gotta say, I'm intrigued.
Let's see what we learned today.
The idea of the earth being hollow shows up in some degree in every culture throughout human history. Just like everybody, looks up at the sky and came up with lores and theories about what could be going on in space, the same thing is true for what could be going on underground. It's legends of subterranean realms, all kind of stuff. So we're just going to go through the history of there being something other than layers of mantle and magma at the core of the earth.
Do you guys remember that movie, The Core? You ever see that? Where something happened and the Earth wasn't rotating properly or anything, and they had to bore through to the core of the Earth and put a nuclear bomb in there to restart the Earth's core and save the planet.
Let me guess. Nicolas Cage was in this. This sounds like a Nicolas Cage movie.
No, it was who was it? Aaron Eckhart and
Okay.
Hilary Swank. It was a fun movie if you're looking for that sort of disaster film. The Core.
So they had to go down there and put a nuke in there.
I think they did nuke the core to restart it.
All right.
Not really sure of the physics or the science behind the plot, but that's a basic summary of my recollection of the plot.
We'll talk about it later, but it's crazy how little we do know for 100% about the inside of the Earth. Like we haven't been able to drill down that far.
Yeah. It's all just seismic readings from earthquakes and things like that, but they're not certain.
Right. Just like the bottom of the ocean and things like that.
You know what's at the bottom of the ocean?
What's that?
Not the Titan, because it blew up and they had to salvage it because it imploded. Because they were driving it with a video game controller that cost $20 at GameStop.
That is the wildest fucking thing ever.
That might have to be a future show on Patreon. That could be a fun bonus show.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Be interesting to dig into that a little bit.
This is stupid. There were some of the greatest memes in history that came out with the Titan.
They really were.
Our pal Just Brew, Christy, and I were trading Titan memes for probably close to 6 months after that happened.
Has it even been 6 months? When did that happen?
I think it's still going on. There's some great material out there after that.
Start with Norse mythology, which these ideas were really popular in 800 BCE to 701 BCE. At the center of Norse mythology is
Yggdrasil.
which is the world tree.
Yggdrasil's
Roots and branches extend into the 9 Norse realms, making it a literal and metaphysical connector of the universe. So we picture all the branches reaching to the heavens, all the roots going into the ground, connects everything.
Hodor. That's what I pictured. Was that the greatest reveal ever? That Hodor was hold the door?
Yeah, that's
I was
crazy.
like fucking mind blown. That's what Hodor means? Are you shitting me? Did they know that when they named him? Also, I'm going to be the official Goofy name reader tonight.
Yeah, you're going to do all this for me.
You're off to a good start. That's perfect.
That was good.
I might have said Yggdrasil, like basil. Like basil. You took it a different way. That's okay. This is America.
Yeah, I said Yggdrasil, like Vagisil.
It works.
Yeah, I thought so.
Among those 9 realms that
Yggdrasil,
connects
Svartalfheim, and Needleveller.
are the first ones where the idea of a subterranean world shows up.
Svartalfheim.
It's said to be inhabited by dwarves who were masters at creating various magical items and tools. They were associated with mining, and that realm is to consist of various caverns and forges. Then you go a little deeper to
Nidavellir. I changed the pronunciation a little bit on that second one. I rethought it, and I made a slight adjustment.
Inconsistency will make this show funny.
which that realm is inhabited by dark elves, like trickster entities, not necessarily evil, just elusive beings that couldn't be trusted. But still, their realm was underground and it had its own ecosystem and things like that.
Sounds fucking wild down there, man.
It does.
It's dwarves running around everywhere. You don't know which ones you can trust, which ones you can't.
Trickster entities.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you're that trickster entity. I don't believe you.
He's like, no, you can trust me. And then the next, as soon as you turn your back, he's banging your wife.
The largest underground realm in Norse mythology was Hell, spelled Hel. It's not like the Christianity version of Hell. Norse Hell was named after its ruler, the goddess Hel, and it wasn't a place of suffering or to go when you were bad. The dead would go to Norse Hell regardless of their morals in life. There's all kinds of lore within the Norse Hell, but the goddess Hel wasn't evil. She wasn't a devil or anything like that. She was said to be half alive and half dead. Like her connection to the
Yggdrasil
tree kept her somewhat connected to the living. Then in Greek mythology, you still have the concept of an underworld that had its own landscape and regions, just like the world above ground. They called it Hades. This is where you start to get those punishment vibes of a Christian hell that we know today. Like you would much rather be in the world above and in the heavens than down in Hades.
Well, they copied everything else. Why not hell?
It has its own structure, different layers with different entities living within those layers. What's interesting, though, and it's a precursor for modern Hollow Earth theories, is that there were entrances to Hades scattered across the real world, hidden in plain sight or in remote, inaccessible regions.
I've seen those, that there's signs announcing them. They're like, welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to West Virginia. Like, they're not really hidden anymore. Is that a sign you want to see when you're dead and decide where you're going? Welcome to Mississippi? No.
It's not a sign I want to see alive.
The most popular entrance is the River Styx. That's where souls would be ferried into Hades when they died.
Those stories are cool. Mm-hmm. I was always a big fan of Greek mythology.
In Hindu and Buddhist mythology, they have Patala, which is not a singular, but it's made up of multiple layers, realms, each with its own unique characteristics and inhabitants. Patala is unique in that it's described differently based on Hindu texts, like which ones are being referenced. In some, it's depicted as a dark, cold place, kind of like hell that we know of. And then in others, it's described as a realm of unimaginable beauty. It's filled with palaces and gardens, all kind of exotic creatures. As far as I read, I didn't see anything that talked about physical entrances in the real world. And then when you get into Buddhist mythology, it's more of a state of mind.
There are literal interpretations, though, with drawings and stuff, and just, people on trains going about their normal life just in this underground Patala world. Mm. It's pretty cool. I always love the artwork associated with ideas like this.
Like all the ancient alien stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's so cool. Or even the cave drawings and stuff.
It's cool to think about. Like, just, there's other societies just living down there. So no idea
it's awesome,
anything else
right?
exists.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is much cooler than flat Earth.
Moving on to Native Americans, they have tons of myths and legends that we've talked about over the years on the show. Skinwalkers, human beings being descendants from Star Brothers, stuff like that. So, of course, they have a ton of lore about what's going on underneath Earth's surface. The Hopi, who primarily lived in what we know today as northeastern Arizona, told stories of ant people, ancestral beings living in subterranean worlds. In Hopi lore, the ant people played a crucial role during challenging periods of the tribe's history. There are accounts of two great cataclysms, a global flood and an ice age, that forced the Hopi underground to live with the ant people for survival. And the ant people provided for them, gave them food and shelter.
That's nice. Nice ant people.
They took them in. No questions asked.
It's great. I always just kill the ants, but
These are ant people, though.
who fucking knew?
There's a lot of questions on that one.
I don't think I'd like to live underground with ant people. I'm going to pass on your offer to help.
Just freeze out. to death.
Just die.
I'm just going to go with the ice age up.
hang out
up,
here.
Above ground here. Sorry, ant people. Well, thank you.
The Hopi have lore surrounding caves as being a physical entrance to underground realms. But for many of the tribes, these realms are more than just a physical location. They're seen as spiritual sanctuaries. And some of it even gets into, portals and transforming spiritually, things like that.
Yeah. I was watching that Ancient Aliens episode that we talked about that covers Hollow Earth. And like you said, every culture has one of these. And the Mayans' origin story was that two brothers came out of the earth, and that's like the first humans. It was kind of cool, like the cave drawings the Mayans had and stuff.
Mayans are super interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Weren't they the ones that predicted the Earth would end in 2012?
Yeah.
Yeah, with their calendar.
But their calendar just
Really
stopped,
sucked
and
on
then
that
we were
one.
like, oh, well, shit, that must be the end of the world.
We jump to conclusions, I think, a little bit on what that actually meant. Should have consulted Negrodamus. Maybe he would have some better information for us.
They just all died off before they got to like 2013's calendar. They're just like, we'll get to that next week. And then they didn't get to that next week.
Boy, what happened? I don't remember.
A mystery as far as I'm aware of.
But did they...
Maybe they're like, fuck it, they can take it from here. We've done enough calendar work. Let somebody else do some of this.
Or it's debated what happened to them.
I don't remember. I was all about it in second half of 2011, though. I probably could have answered your question, but that knowledge has since dissipated from my brain. So I'm unqualified to respond to your question at this time. Speaking of like disaster movies, that was a good one with John Cusack.
Which one?
2012.
I didn't watch that.
Fucking absurd.
I think I actually did see that. It is ridiculous.
They're fun. I love those fucking disaster movies, but that one was particularly nonsensical.
Well, nothing will ever top This Is the End. Now, that's the greatest disaster movie of all
I never
time.
watched that.
You've not seen that one?
Is that the Seth Rogen one?
Speaking of just a shit show. Yeah, because
That's
it's just
super
about
funny.
the apocalypse. They're all fucking getting high, having a big celebrity party at, what's his name, from Pineapple Express.
James Franco?
James Franco's house, and they're all fucking high and drunk, and then the apocalypse hits. It's the rapture.
From that lore, you get into more modern scientific thought and theories. There's a little bit more with European lore, with the earth being hollow, with fairies and things like that. But now when you're getting into modern times, the first person to propose that the earth was hollow was Edmund Halley in 1692. Edmund Halley, who discovered Halley's Comet, was not only an astronomer, but he was a pioneering geophysicist. He suggested that the Earth was made up of a series of concentric circles, each nested within each other like Russian dolls. These spheres were separated by individual atmospheres, and Halley went as far as to suggest that these inner worlds might be habitable.
Like, what counts as peer review back then? Like, there's nothing backing up these ideas. And
No.
you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Nested Russian dolls. Yeah, that's what the Earth is.
But he was, he found the comet. He was what you would say a credible scientist
Sure.
for the time.
That allows you to just say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Just the level of proof, I guess. I don't know.
He had research that led him to this theory. He just didn't announce it. He actually put in some, drew up some maps and things. What got him on this path was irregularities in the Earth's magnetic field, which we can see through compass readings. And sometimes those will change significantly over time or the location. And he theorized that the movement of these inner spheres each had its own magnetic pole, and they could be responsible for these magnetic anomalies. The northern lights, or aurora borealis, also played a big part into Halley's theory. He theorized that the light displays were the result of luminous gas escaping from Earth's interior.
All right. So maybe based on the best guess / knowledge of the day. Educated guess, if you will.
All right, we'll pin Halley at the top of the board. So far, he's closest.
Yeah, sure.
I always thought it was Halley's Comet. This
Yeah.
was new to me.
Everybody calls it Halley's Comet.
Yeah.
That's true. They do. But then they say Edward Halley, and I'm like, that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, wait a minute. This isn't named after. Maybe his daughter was Haley Halley.
Maybe so. Like Eminem's daughter,
Haley.
Haley.
But it's not Halley, though. Haley.
Haley
It's just
Halley?
a whole bunch of fun.
Haley Mathers. Haley Mathers.
What's her name?
See Eminem at the NFC Championship game flipping off the 49ers fans.
Might have gotten a little ahead of himself.
It didn't work out.
I was really hoping that it was going to end up being Detroit and Kansas City, and that I was going to propose that they just cancel Usher as the halftime show, and you do a Taylor Swift Eminem song battle at halftime, just against each other, and whoever won the song battle, their team got the ball at the second half. Like, fuck the coin flip. That's just for the first half of the game. Second half's song battle. Because Eminem could tear you down, but if Taylor Swift gets in breakup album mode, she fucking takes souls too, from what I've heard.
I have heard this too.
That would be fucking fun. But
souls.
alas, Detroit failed, and now we can't have that. We're stuck with
So
fucking
disappointing.
Usher. I didn't even know he still made music or was still around.
Yeah.
Well,
Seems like a lackluster Super Bowl this year.
There'll be
Halftime
some
show.
special guests, I'd imagine, right? Doesn't everyone bring like their friends now, and like you get some surprise appearances?
Yeah.
I don't know who's Usher has done songs with, but maybe they'll show up.
The only thing I can think of is Ludacris and Lil Jon. That's the only Usher song I can think of off the top of my head.
Which one's that?
Be a good one.
What's that fucking song called?
I wanna
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just called Yeah.
Oh, the I always just
Lil
know it as
Jon will
Lil
be
Jon.
there.
I forgot Usher was even a part of that. Yeah. But if they just played that for 20 minutes, that'd be fine.
Was last year Dre and everyone, or was that 2 years ago?
I think it was last year.
Was that last year? That's my favorite.
No, I feel like that was 2 years ago.
Was it?
And then last year they did something like terrible again. Maybe. That Dre one was awesome.
That was my
fantastic.
favorite one ever. It was awesome.
I'm going to look this up while you guys talk.
Edmund Halley, like we talked about, he was seen at the time as a credible scientist. He did discover Halley's Comet, so people did take his hollow Earth theory seriously, at least as a real possibility. But eventually the idea just faded as more realistic ideas were put forth for why those magnetic anomalies happen on Earth, until 1818 when John Cleves Symes Jr. put forth his hollow Earth theory.
Give it to us. Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth.
He had a really elaborate idea of the Earth being hollow. It wasn't just him saying like the Earth is hollow. He suggested that the Earth, along with all other planets, was hollow, containing several concentric spheres.
Okay, so he's taking a little bit of Halley's stuff at least.
Yeah,
All right.
The-
The basis.
but he's expanded and just says
Okay.
all planets are like this.
That's a big leap.
It's interesting how he was able to go to those planets and test and figure this out. Uranus.
The biggest difference in his theory was the claim that there were large openings at both the North and South poles. Symes believed that inner worlds were accessible through these openings and could potentially harbor life. In his theory, the way he described it, there was potential for exploration and discovery of these layers, like making contact with these beings that are living inside Earth. I emailed you guys a map. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
And we'll post it too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It kind of shows an idea of what those openings are, and then it's a fucking upside down world in there.
That's what it is. I was looking at like, all right, let me try to figure out what the fuck I'm looking at here.
Well, some of these religions, and people think that the Garden of Eden is like literally inside Hollow Earth. Mm-hmm. So I guess
I thought I was at Olive Garden. That's why their soup, salad, and breadsticks taste so damn good.
I had that not too long ago. That's
Did
the
you?
greatest lunch for like $7.
For someone who doesn't
whatever it
love Olive
costs.
Garden, you sure eat there often.
I just have lunch.
That
I do not eat there often. Stop telling lies.
you eat there more than Ian and I do, and
Yeah, that's
we
for
both
sure.
like that place a little bit.
I don't eat dinner there. That would be absurd. I just like that $8 lunch or whatever.
Tell you
it is.
what, I recently had Buca de Beppo. It was so awful.
Oh no.
I would take Olive Garden any day over that one.
Really?
Damn.
First of all, it was like musty inside, dirty feeling. It's the one in Strongsville.
Oh.
And then the food was just bland, completely bland, like nothing.
I have not been there in a long time. I remember it being adequate, I thought.
That's what I thought too, because this is only probably the third time I've ever been there. And the first two, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'd come back. I would not go anymore. This one was bad.
Just sit at the Pope table.
What's that one?
It's a table. It's like a round table for 10 people, and there's a Pope head on it.
Oh, I didn't see. I don't
big
think I've seen
Pope
that one.
chair.
I like the one that's right in their kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen table. Yeah.
What's fun? Have you ever been there? It's absurd. In the middle of their kitchen, like against against the wall, just a fucking table that you could sit at, and like people are running by with dishes, and like I would feel like I stood up to pee because of course I would, and I just bump into someone with like a tray of food, knock it all to hell.
And it's hot as shit, I'm sure. You're
Yeah,
sweating.
It's already like I said, it was musty and just kind of like
Yeah.
just warm in there, and then plus you're in the kitchen. You also get dizzy looking at the walls in there because there's just so much shit up on the walls, pictures, and-
overkill.
yeah, but no, it was not a good experience.
That is a shame.
Yeah, so guess we'll just stick with Sparrow, best Italian on the planet.
Symes' theory didn't go anywhere really as far as scientific credibility, but that didn't stop him from spreading his ideas. He basically spammed pamphlets with his hollow earth ideas wherever he went. We've talked about that. I think in every subject that we've talked about, like back in the werewolf episodes, the vampire panic, everybody's just spamming these pamphlets. Like that's how
Have you seen my pamphlet?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you couldn't spam on social media,
Right.
like fuckos do now.
just got to make pamphlets and go hand them out.
You can't auto dial 1 million people a second on their phone, so you got to hand out pamphlets.
Charles Guiteau, we talked about, the guy who assassinated President Garfield. He wrote a book that he just stole, and he was spamming it out, just passing it out to everybody who walked by.
Have you read my book?
Have you read my book?
Can you give me some stars on Amazon?
All right. If you could leave me a quick Google review, that's Guiteau. It's with a G.
Like and share.
So it didn't do anything for the scientific world, but it did catch people's attentions. Exploration was very romanticized during this time period, and the thought of exploring underground civilizations and basically an upside down Earth got people's attention just from a fictional standpoint.
Sounds fucking awesome. Who would want to do that?
Jules Verne, a French novelist, was a pioneer in the genre of adventure stories, which were still very new in the 1800s. In 1864, he wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth, which follows Professor Otto Lidenbrock, his nephew Axel, and their guide Hans. The story starts in Iceland, where they go into a volcano that leads into a subterranean world with prehistoric creatures, underground oceans, all kind of colorful plants and flowers. The book didn't endorse like a scientific theory that the Earth is hollow, but it ended up inspiring tons of future fictional works. And the first thing that popped into my mind was King Kong, how he's from the inner Earth.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought King Kong just came from a tropical island.
inside the Earth.
Really? I don't think I knew that either.
You didn't watch the newer Kong movie where they go into the center of the Earth to find him? It's really cool.
Wasn't nominated for Academy Awards, so didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the one?
Hey, just because I'm highbrow, fellow.
What's the one? Maybe it's Godzilla from the 90s with Matthew Broderick. Is that what I'm thinking of? Or was it a Kong movie? Remember that? Like a Matthew Broderick 90s? I
He
think it
had
was.
a Godzilla movie.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've seen of any of the Godzilla and
Yeah,
Kong type
yeah.
stuff. I might have seen the original King Kong movie, like the old.
The
Like-
Matthew Broderick. I remember that one. That's what the Rage Against the Machine, No Shelter, came from that album, from that soundtrack.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, the new ones, there's they like rebooted that universe. So there's a Godzilla, Kong, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then now there's
Godzilla Minus, right?
Godzilla vs. Kong, but then there's a new one coming out again.
What's the Godzilla Minus? I haven't seen that. That's on my list.
I don't know. It's that not in that universe.
Is that what it's called? Godzilla Minus? This is real good.
But essentially, King Kong is from the inside of the Earth. They're trying to
That's interesting. I
take
didn't
him
know.
out.
I guess he had to come from somewhere, right? Nobody saw him
Yeah.
beforehand, and then he shows up.
Sorry, Godzilla Minus One. It's still at the theaters.
Maybe that's the newest one. Then.
Yeah,
didn't
I heard it
realize-
was real good.
You could have saw that one day. Instead, you saw an ISIS movie.
Have you read Journey to the Center of the Earth? I haven't either.
No.
Like I read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Around the World in 80 Days. I never read that one though.
And it doesn't sound like something that I would naturally go to, like out of interest. I would read it if it, just because it's a classic, but it doesn't seem like my cup of tea.
Yeah, the other ones are good. I enjoyed those.
From there, just get into the science behind the theories that the Earth is actually hollow, because like flat earthers, there are people that subscribe to the theory that the Earth is hollow. And it's more of that kind of that mindset of, well, you can't tell me that it isn't hollow, that we talked about in Hollow Moon on
Yeah.
Patreon.
prove it.
They need to see it with their eyes
Yeah.
to believe anything.
Yeah.
But like you guys have seen the video. I know we've shared it on Instagram with each other, like the people who are doing the flat earth with the flashlights. And then they prove themselves wrong with the flashlights. And you're like, well, there's your proof right there, pal. Shut the fuck up.
So dumb. A lot of dumb things in this world, but the flat Earth thing is just particularly fucking stupid.
Like, people believe stupid shit. I get that. But the fact that they're like, they will die for that and they will come at you hard for that belief, that just makes it even more ridiculous then. Because it's like, all right, you have your belief, whatever, but you're so aggressive about something that's so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Did Mad Mike, he died, right?
Yeah,
Was he going up in his chair rocket or whatever to try to prove the Earth was flat?
Yeah.
He almost saw it. Like when we covered it, he had gotten pretty fucking close to seeing it. And then, Discovery Channel signed a deal with them. And he blew himself up in front of everybody on Discovery Channel.
It happens.
Like, so, okay, there's another L for you guys. You gonna accept it yet or not?
The craziest thing about Mad Mike, he's a really smart guy. He built these fucking rockets on his own, but he doesn't believe in science. He said that scientists can't be trusted, and
He built a rocket and doesn't believe in science.
right. That's what I mean. It's so crazy. Like he rejects science, but you used rocket science to do that.
Well, Unabomber Ted Kaczynski pretty much rejected science too, and he was a
Yeah,
PhD doctor in science, right?
it's true.
In a field that he didn't believe in.
Exactly right. Maybe you should have taken a different path in life. I don't know. You've been a little more happy.
It's like me bragging and like acting like the toughest guy in the world because I'm like the WWE champion. And they'd be like, you know, it's fake. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. But then I'm walking around like this is the fucking baddest man on the planet and no one could kick my ass.
Crazy world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy hollow world we live in.
Crazy hollow world. Hello.
I still think my idea of the Totino's pizza is perfect for a hollow flat earth because that is exactly what that is. And now whenever we talk about that, that is what I think of. And then it makes me hungry because that is a hollow flat piece of pizza.
You don't deserve a Totino's pizza.
I think I got 2 in my freezer and I don't even like them. But they're like $1.29. I'm like, well,
They're so good.
there will be a night I want you.
Those little sausages made from
Yeah.
pig snouts or whatever the fuck that is.
I always
Probably
get
not
this-
even meat.
I always get the Supreme, and that is one of the few things in the world that I will actually dip in ranch. But I'll put some hot sauce in the ranch.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can eat it. They also started making, I might have talked about this, the little White Castle sliders. They make jalapeno ones now.
But damn.
That is a butthole game changer.
Because it's not bad enough already. You gotta add misery to the next day.
We as humans in 2024 know way more about space and the universe than we do about the inside of the Earth, which I think it's an example of why, like Mel's Hole, that story fascinates so
Yeah,
many
sure.
people. There's just, like what's down there, it's crazy.
Yeah. You know, the thing about Mel's Hole, people always want to talk about Mel's Hole, but that guy was only on there like once, right? There was one main phone call. Was there a follow-up call?
There was one, but it wasn't like the first one.
Like it was one-time deal. It was never substantiated. No one's ever been able to confirm the story or place it on a map. Yet everyone is so
Maybe that's
enthralled
why
with
it makes
Mel's
it
Hole.
so epic, though.
Yeah.
Like it was just that one-off thing
Yeah.
that no one can
And
explain.
there's nothing to prove that it wasn't just some fucking jerk off calling Art and talking about a hole that didn't exist.
Well, now you're talking about almost every call he got.
He just sounds so credible, though, the way
He
he's
absolutely
telling it.
did, yeah. It's one of the best
That's
Art
what-
Bell segments ever.
That's what makes it genius. The more times you call, the more you're going to get exposed.
Yeah.
With whatever, you're going to start to lose your touch on sounding like a genius, or you're going to get asked a question that you stutter on. So you hit that like one and done, and like the George Costanza, the early exit, I'm out,
Yeah.
and then just go away.
That's
and
why
always let people guess like, what the fuck was that?
100%. A lot of those best calls were one hitters. Like our friend that flew over Area 51. And
Well,
That guy died.
unfortunately, there was a reason why. I like that guy died.
or the Area
We don't know that he died. We don't know.
That's true.
Maybe he hit the little
We're
abort button
supposing,
and flew off.
the guy that called used to work the crying guy from Area 51. Did he ever call back?
Somebody called back claiming to be him, but
It wasn't the same voice,
I don't
right?
think so.
That was a really good call too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel called back at least a second time, maybe a third one real
Yeah, was
quick. Yeah, but nothing. He always just sounded super credible.
Yeah. But he never invited anyone to come out and see it or provided any proof. from
Safety
what I
purposes,
recall.
safety reasons.
Yeah, well,
you don't want to be
want anyone
responsible.
fall in there.
Yeah.
Hello.
See?
West of the Rockies.
According to people that support the modern hollow earth theory, it's again with the Russian dolls thing. Like our planet is composed of several layers or spheres. The layers are believed to be just vast and spacious with unique ecosystems and environments that are drastically different from what we experience on Earth on the surface. Each layer is thought to be separated by its own crust, and the theory often suggests that these inner worlds could be just, whole new plants, or maybe the same plants, but just the same, as complex as it is up here, down there.
Yeah. I guess it's technically possible.
You can't tell them that it isn't.
Jar Jar Binks lived underground, under the water, right?
Why is he so hated?
It's an absurd character. It was awful.
Super.
Why?
annoying.
It's like,
oh, Jar Jar Binks.
but it just seems
Terrible.
like, from my limited knowledge of Star Wars, there is just like all kinds of absurdity. Why pick this one thing?
I don't know. Because it was bad. Everything about it was bad.
All right.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not really into Star Wars.
Okay. Just didn't know. Didn't know where that hate came from. This is the John Cena of Star Wars. Like just trying to be a good guy and everyone's hating on you.
This is awful. This is an awful character.
Today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Take a moment to think about a relationship in your life that took a lot of work. What did you do to make the relationship what it is today? Did you spend time working on yourself, or did you put effort into working on the relationship? A common misconception about relationships is that they must be easy to be right, but sometimes the best ones happen when both people put in the work to make them great. Therapy can be a place to work through the challenges you face in all your relationships, whether it be with your friends, colleagues, significant other, or really anyone. BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you that putting in the work to improve yourself will also help improve your relationships. Therapy empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and who wouldn't want to have a relationship with the best version of you? If you're thinking of starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Improve yourself and improve your relationships. Visit betterhelp.com/necro today and get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/necro.
A central element to the hollow earth theory, even as far back as I think it popped up in Symes's theories, is the existence of an inner sun. This sun is said to be smaller and less intense than the sun that we know on our side. They say that this inner sun provides a consistent source of light and heat for all these layers, which would provide for life within each of these realms. And it's like a dim sunlight, and it's the perfect climate because it's a smaller sun. So everything's like this lush greenery, it's a utopia in there.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah?
I mean, does that go to, what's the story? It was about 10 years ago where they came out with a report of a huge ocean underground, like that's supposedly 3 times the size of all the oceans on the planet combined.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
Does that tie in?
I think that just gives them
sort of. That's recent, I guess.
But I think that gives them some room to stand, I guess. They're like, well, we're still finding things out.
Actually, I bookmarked that so I could talk about it.
It's like a whole layer of water, right?
Yeah.
That we would have thought that, didn't exist maybe 30 years ago.
Yeah. Is there this is from Science Mag, the Smithsonian. Is there an ocean below your feet? It says some scientists think Earth's oceans formed when icy comets hit the planet, but new research suggests a different origin for the oceans. They simply seeped out of the center of the Earth. The finding, published in Science, suggests that a reservoir of water is hidden in the Earth's mantle more than 400 miles below the surface. All this water, 3 times the volume of water on the surface, is trapped inside rocks. It's called ringwoodite. The rock is bright blue and is only formed at high temperature and pressure in the Earth's mantle. That's kind of crazy.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah. What's the farthest we've ever drilled down?
I heard 8 miles,
That sounds right.
which is not far.
Who did
at
that?
all.
Bruce Willis in Armageddon? Is he the one who drilled down that far?
I think it's that movie you were talking about where they blew up a nuke and
Oh, the core. Yeah, they went all the way to the center of the Earth. They had a nuclear bomb that core.
Well, did they
sun.
see a lake? Did they see an ocean?
I don't remember.
We'd have to ask them.
Probably 8 miles. That's a long way down.
But like, how many thousands of miles was that? The ocean that you were talking about?
400 miles.
400 miles.
So this is, according to some, the entrance. Oh, this is the Kola Super Deep Borehole, the deepest man-made hole on Earth, deepest artificial point on Earth, 40,230 feet deep, which is 12.2 kilometers. Construction is so deep that locals swear you can hear the screams of souls tortured in hell.
Well-
I think that's the Sounds of Hell recording is associated with that.
We have the actual audio, so we should play it for them and see if it sounds about what they hear.
Yeah, and so it's 8 miles, 12 kilometers,
Okay.
roughly 8 miles. That's pretty deep. We almost drilled into hell, and there's audio to prove it.
Maybe it's not a utopia.
I don't want to go down there.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah, probably.
They also subscribe to the idea that somewhere at the North and South Poles, there are openings or entrances to gain access to the inner Earth. And that lets us tie it back to the Nazis, as we alluded to in the intro.
The Nazis. Dun, dun, dun.
Nine, 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 nine.
I don't think Hitler wants to be associated with their hollow Earth nonsense.
Or does he?
As we know from the past 5 years on this show, Madame Blavatsky was the mother of modern day occultism, and part of her extensive writings was her book, The Secret Doctrine, which, among other things, she laid out her idea of root races. She proposed that humanity has evolved through a series of root races, each representing a phase in human spiritual and physical development. These races, according to her, inhabited Earth at different periods of its geological and spiritual history. We know that one of her root races were the Aryans, who Nazi Germany adopted. We'll talk about that a lot when we get into Nazis and the occult. But Madame Blavatsky also talked about a root race called the Hyperboreans.
This idea doesn't seem evolutionarily accurate.
No.
Okay.
In a word, no.
I wonder if Madame Blavatsky could be like brought back and see what happened to the Aryan root race, like how that morphed over time. She's like, oh, you did what now? The Hyperboreans are described by Madame Blavatsky as the second of the root races. The first one, we were like jellyfish, and then we turned into the Hyperboreans. And they were named after the mystical land of Hyperborea. This land was associated with Apollo, the Greek god of the sun, light, music, and prophecy.
When was Madame Blavatsky around? Like, are these ideas literal teachings of hers?
I think she passed in 2004.
So she's 1800s.
Okay.
I was close.
When we get to the episode on her, she is a really fascinating woman, but she was like a world traveler and
Yeah.
studied, in all these places around the world, and that's where she came up with all of her ideas.
Okay. She was a learned woman.
Yes.
I've been waiting 5 years to hear all about her, pal.
I was going to say, I know nothing about her because we haven't done a damn shit. Probably pretty soon.
Maybe. According to Madame Blavatsky's writings, the Hyperboreans were ethereal, semi-astral beings. They were gigantic, translucent, and sexless, living very long lives but reproducing asexually, which she compared to it as being like the budding of flowers. Since these beings were said to be more spiritual and less physically dense than humans today, like kind of think translucent, ghostly bodies, like half there, half not. Madame Blavatsky also supported the idea of the Earth being hollow and that the Hyperboreans would have access to the entrance of the inner Earth, because the mystical, or the legend of Hyperborea, the land that all the legends before Madame Blavatsky, the stuff that she learned about, it's all what we would consider the North and South Pole.
Okay.
So that's why she said that she agreed with the hollow Earth theory. She's like, yeah, that makes sense. The Hyperboreans would have had access, since Hyperborea is essentially the North and South Pole.
All right. It's all coming together now.
Making sense?
No. Was there a super highway between these entrances just underground?
Have you not seen Ice Road Truckers? Yes, it exists.
We don't know for 100% how much occultism Hitler subscribed to exactly, but there's a couple of things that we do know for sure. Is that one, the Aryans, that concept came from Madame Blavatsky, which we'll talk about that in the future. And two, Heinrich Himmler was obsessed with the occult. So there's theories as to what Himmler was putting in Hitler's head, things like that. So when you hear stories that Hitler wanted to know whether or not the earth is hollow or not, it could very well be true to a point. You know, it's debated.
Mein Führer, the earth is hollow. It's filled with the aliens.
There's like some crazy fictional stories involving the Nazis, and you can even get into like Captain America uses some of that World War II fictional stuff with regarding Nazis. But then there's real ties to occultism. It's a fine line with talking about that, what's real and what's not, what can be proven. But
Yeah. You're really teasing my taint here for this huge Madame Blavatsky
This
series.
whole episode just a promo for that.
it really turned into that as I was going through this. But there's people who subscribe to the idea that Hitler truly wanted to know whether or not the earth was hollow. And they point to the New Swabia expedition of 1938 to 1939 as proof. At that time, Hitler was actively seeking new territories for resource purposes and strategic advantage, and the Antarctic was one of the few places left on Earth that had not yet been claimed or fully explored. Officially, the expedition's primary objectives were to extend Germany's whaling operations and, like we just said, to establish a presence in Antarctica. They did scientific research, including geophysical, geological, and meteorological studies were also a big part of the mission. The expedition left from Hamburg in December of 1938 aboard the MS Schwabenland, and after a month at sea, they arrived in the Antarctic in January of 1939. Over 11,000 photographs were taken, covering an area of about 600,000 square miles. The team discovered and mapped several new mountain ranges and ice-free areas, and they set up temporary base camps for research. It concluded in February of 1939, and they returned to Germany and said to have come back with tons of new information. It has been alleged that they found the entrance to the inner Earth. I don't think that's a reality.
What?
But I think that there's a solid chance that Hitler wanted to rule out its existence, was part of that trip. Or
Because if it was there.
Heinrich Himmler wanted that ruled out,
Okay.
maybe. And then there's theories that he escaped there.
Himmler?
No,
Hitler.
Himmler killed his whole family and himself, right?
He did not go to the
There's
Hollow
no
Earth.
proof of that.
I think there's pictures, actually.
Those are fake. You could do anything with AI.
He poisoned his own kids, didn't he?
There's theories about like them setting up bunkers and stuff, and doesn't even have to do with Hollow Earth, but like setting up bases and like those research camps that they set up. And, were actually underground bases and things.
Hitler's like, so you're telling me there's other levels to this Earth that I could dominate and take over as well? Yeah, let's go check that out. Himmler, go do it.
Just what the South Pole needs, right? Fucking Nazis. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, better them than us, right?
I guess.
Fuck you, South Pole. Not us, and not Europe. We need them.
They have cruises to Antarctica. I would love to go on one of those.
I would do
someday.
that.
It looks so cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Go find that pyramid up there.
Can you imagine?
What's the pyramid?
I don't know. There's always those rumors of a ancient pyramid up there.
Oh, you can go see like Shackleton's like cabin and stuff, right? There's all kinds of those crazy explorers that.
I would do all of that. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be really neat.
All right. Cool Down Media first live show from Antarctica.
At the pyramid. We're going to find that pyramid.
Who's
broadcast
joining
from
us?
there.
Who's joining us?
Open event, no tickets needed.
We just got to buy a ticket on the cruise.
That's right.
Yeah. Get on the cruise. You can come do the live show.
The final aspect of the Hollow Earth to get into is the logs of Admiral Richard E. Byrd. He was a pioneering American aviator, polar explorer, and organizer of polar logistics.
This is the most interesting thing of the whole story.
Super interesting.
I think. Yeah.
It's different. It's a very different, like, because we're not just telling, like, oh, this is what they believed.
Yeah.
Like, this was more of an experience,
There's something strange going on here.
or at least a believed experience. Well, we're made to believe it occurred.
He was part of aircraft flights in which he served as a navigator and expedition leader crossing the Atlantic Ocean, a segment of the Arctic Ocean, and a segment of the Antarctic Plateau. He's also known for discovering Mount Sidley, the largest dormant volcano in Antarctica. However, during an alleged secret expedition to the Arctic in 1947, Admiral Byrd found the entrance to the inner Earth.
Did he call Art Bell?
I don't think he did.
He should have.
Hello, Art. It's Admiral Byrd. I'm propelling down the entrance to inner Earth.
Sir, I don't think that's a good idea.
They're shooting at me. That Jar Jar Binks is firing his weapon up the hole.
Y'all are going to feel real bad when he's a real person, and then he comes around and now he's doing like the late night circuit. And you all fucking hated on him for years. Was Jar Jar Binks was in like the second trilogy of Star Wars that they made.
The prequel ones.
The prequel, but it was the second trilogy they made, like in
Yes.
like modern era.
Yes.
Not modern.
Early
maybe-
2000s.
Yeah. I was going to say in our lifetimes, but that wouldn't be fair.
That's so funny.
It wasn't going to be a joke. That was legitimately what I was going to say. And I was like, oh, wait, no. Did Return of the Jedi come out early 80s?
81.
Oh, yeah. Oof, that beat us by a lot. God damn.
Oh, I saw it at the theater.
Oh, boy.
And it was fucking awesome. So fuck you. You missed out, fella.
No, what?
Early 80s cinema.
I don't know if it was 80s. I don't know if it was my first movie, but I know there's a story when I was a little kid. My dad, with some of friends who were like, I guess, family friends visiting and their kids, my dad took us to go see Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
And I came home. I don't know, what year was that? Like 89, maybe 90.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I was like 3-4 years old. And I get home and I guess I was just in a rotten mood and like just being real nasty to my mom. And she's like, Michael, what is wrong with you? And I just start bawling and I'm like, they killed the doggy. And my mom was pissed that they took me to a movie where a dog got killed.
I never saw that movie. I guess I don't need to watch it now.
Nope, you don't need to. Spoiler alert, dog dead. Well, it saves a life. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it does save a life.
Right? Doesn't it jump in front of a bullet for Turner? Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where my love of Tom Hanks came from. It was the first movie.
Gotta be better than Forrest
saw.
Gump.
Hey, he took a bullet in the ass. So, hero as well. Yes, sir. He shot me right in the buttocks. One of the multiple times he met the president of the United States, he drank 13 Dr. Peppers.
Of course he did.
Number one, I wasn't hungry. And number two, they was free. I must have drank about 13 Dr. Peppers. Anyways, Turner and Hooch. Have not watched it since, and I don't think I want to. Traumatized me.
Apparently.
Anyways, so that's what I got going on with my therapist.
You got a long road ahead of you, fella. You're very damaged.
The official record of his career doesn't mention a secretive Arctic expedition in 1947, but supporters of the Hollow Earth theory believe that during this undocumented expedition, Byrd stumbled upon the entrance to the inner Earth at the North Pole. These claims come from Byrd's diary from this expedition. His logs start out at 0600 hours, has all his fuel, and he's in the air by 10 minutes. Initially, he talks about some technical issues like a fuel issue. The next, hour and a half, there's no issues. He's just giving routine checks and things like that. But then when you get into his third hour of flight, he starts noticing yellow and reddish colorations to the ice and snow, which made him want to fly down closer.
Sure. It's unusual.
And as he's getting down, he notices that there's magnetic anomalies happening to his compasses, things like that. And he starts to get into some turbulence, which was unexpected because when he gets through these clouds, he's seeing mountains and stuff, and it shouldn't have been mountains. It should have been ice and snow. Within that hour, he's all of a sudden flying over green forests, and it's a completely different climate now.
Damn. I wonder if that'll be on our Antarctica cruise.
He saw what he said was a mammoth. He was seeing dinosaurs and things like that were still alive.
Is there green, lush valleys and dinosaurs at the North Pole?
Well, he went inside, is what we're assuming.
We're assuming he's
He's
inside
He's
already.
in
All right.
So
the
he,
Hollow Earth.
yeah, so he flew down to see what the colors and ice were.
I understand.
And he accidentally flew into the
Got it.
entrance. And he was just cruising along. He didn't even realize he went into the entrance until everything turned green.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he saw some dinosaurs, a mammoth. He couldn't get a hold of his base camp.
Well, he was underground, to be fair. Verizon doesn't work above ground most of the time.
This is true.
Radio's not going to work underground.
My music buffers a lot, and I'm not happy about it. So as he's flying around, eventually he sees a city, which that definitely should not be there. And a UFO flies up to him that has swastikas on the side of it.
Hitler was down there.
Boy.
And all of a sudden his plane goes unresponsive. And what he said is a Nordic or Germanic voice told him that he would be safe, but he needed to come with them. And he concludes with saying that the crew that he observed come out of this UFO after he was landed and they told him to come with him were tall, blonde hair, very Aryan looking entities.
Interesting.
Does the Nazi party still control the inner Earth?
They might.
Sure sounds like it. Like, this is an admiral. This is,
He looks like a badass dude. The photo,
This is
he's sitting in the
crazy.
little shack smoking a pipe. If you smoke a pipe, you're already a badass.
you got a lot going for you if you smoke a pipe.
That is almost all the credentials I ever need in a man.
So how did he get out of there?
I don't know.
He kind of just woke up and he's like, oh, snow again.
Last time I do mushrooms.
But so, this story made the papers and stuff, all over the world. And it sounds like he got to Washington at some point and they're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Shut the fuck
They
up.
put the kibosh on this whole story, and
Because that's it, right? We never hear him speak of it again.
that was it. He wouldn't talk about it anymore. What the fuck was going on up there?
Maybe Hitler did find a fucking entrance.
Something.
And we've took it over, like we took over Werner von Braun and everybody else, all the other Nazi scientists we took.
They're like, we'll be taking Inner Earth now as part of the peace treaty. That city underground, that's ours now.
We're not going to talk about that publicly, but that's now ours.
New Berlin, no, not anymore. Sorry, Adolf. I don't know what to make of this.
And the map that I sent you guys,
Oh yeah, let me open the map here.
it also, this map has the central sun, and it shows this big continent of Lagarta, which is part of more lore that we didn't talk about, but it has to do with a lot of Greek mythology and stuff.
Okay.
The city of Shambhala, which is supposed to be a divine city, but you got the central sun there, just hanging out.
And Kentucky Mammoth Cave, that's on the map. Nice.
Because if you look, the orange underneath it are the man-made tunnels under the cave to get to.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're also under the pyramid of.
Entryways.
Yeah.
I've been to Mammoth Cave. I didn't stumble across this entrance.
You didn't know.
I did not.
You're not going to find what you're not looking for.
I would have looked harder.
So yeah, up at the very top there, you see Admiral Byrd's flight. That's where he flew in.
Oh. Well, he flew right back out. So
Piece the fuck out of there.
interesting. Well, all right. Is there a large contingent of people that believe that the earth is hollow these days?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem like a movement. quite
We'll
like
find
the
out with how
flat
many
Earth.
hate comments we get on this episode.
That's also true.
It fizzled out with
Science.
with the Nazis.
Yeah.
That's the last real push for it.
Okay.
Do you think people who believe in this, Dave, are going to let science get in the way of their theory? Come on.
You make a good point.
Not sure I believe it.
Oh, you're not sure?
I'm not sure I believe it.
That's
This
weird.
is one of those ones that I think would be really cool if it was true.
The whole hidden entrance thing's really neat as far as stories go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like a hidden drug tunnel to Mexico or something that they block with an abandoned car or something. You move it like, oh, look at that tunnel.
Just going down to the center of the earth.
Look at that. This is just like in the snow, a snowman on top of it. Like, look at that. You can fly down the inner earth. It's all green and plush. It's nice. Pretty neat.
That's a world I want to live in.
Yeah, exactly.
Secret tunnels everywhere. You don't know where the fuck you're going to end up.
I like tunnels.
What led to us doing this? Was it Bird?
He brought up that quiet zone or silent zone area, and I saw that somebody linked it to the Hollow Earth, which that was just
Not
somebody,
really, right?
No, somebody just said that. But like, well, we should just cover Hollow Earth.
Doing
Then.
a show on it.
We'll talk about the silent zone some other time.
Yeah.
There was a guy in 2002 that got some attention named Dallas Thompson. He did an episode on Coast to Coast with Art Bell. He went on there and did an interview. I don't understand like how this guy got himself onto Art Bell making his claims or what, but he said that he was gonna set up an expedition to go find this entrance. Like he had a near-death experience, and he was able to, see where this entrance was. So he was setting up an expedition to go up there and find it.
What happened with that?
We don't know. He just disappeared after the Art Bell thing. So.
He's down there living his best life in the inner earth.
Yeah. It's like, this is the best kept secret. I'm not going to fucking tell everyone about this.
Yeah, he was a one and done. You never heard anything of him again.
Couldn't Admiral Byrd have dropped a pin or something? Coordinates
Would have been nice.
where the entrance
Bird.
was.
Nothing was working though. Once he got close.
Sounds like a convenient answer.
Yeah.
Approximate coordinates. Whatever.
You can search Dallas Thompson Art Bell in any podcast app, and it'll come up. The episode's available.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting to listen to. He's really like hyped up to be on. He's talking like a million miles an hour. It's like, all right, you need to calm down. Just answer the questions I'm asking you.
Any other little tidbits or information you found while doing research?
No, it's a good teaser to the eventual Nazi show.
And the silent zone, or what was it? The
The
Quiet.
zone of silence.
zone of silence.
What's it called? The Mapini silent zone or something?
Yeah, there's a couple spots around the world like that.
It's pretty neat. I like stuff like that. It's fun.
It's so crazy thinking about like with Madame Blavatsky, like the amount of things that she influenced.
Yeah.
Like the direct line from her nonsensical shit about root races to 6 million people being killed. It's crazy.
You should do a show on it and tell us about it.
One of these days I'm going to do it. One of them.
That's a great idea.
It's also fun just to, talk about something that doesn't involve people doing a die.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, like whatever, it's just a cool thought.
Yeah.
And it's cool history to go through.
Something to, yeah. All right. Well, Dave, what do you got for us on the old Patreon?
I have a long list of patrons today. I think maybe there was a reporting glitch with Patreon and maybe some backed up patrons. I don't know, but big list. Maybe people just loved us this week. But
we did the OT show, plugging that Scott Peterson episode. Maybe we talk too much about the goofy stuff we do on Patreon and not the fact that we actually do real shows on there as well, including things like Scott Peterson.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely worth checking out, I think. If you enjoy our Sunday shows, there's no reason why you wouldn't enjoy the Patreon.
They're great. Anyone who tells you differently is lying to you.
Yeah. Hell, I would sign up.
Thank you to new patrons Matthew Ray, Shane, Jordan Steinberg, Tracy Phillips, Harley Westerlin, Mrs. Hildebrandt's Sugar Baby. Oh, you got competition, Mike.
All right. They can have her.
Una Leskar, Caleb Turner, Kristen Langelo, Sad Noodle Maddie, Mike roofied me in college. Oh, it's a bold statement.
That would have taken too much effort. Come on. I'm lazy.
Ian doesn't get enough love. Oh, come on. That's not true. Stop telling tales. He gets lots of love.
I feel loved.
Andy Leskowski, Super Schmegma, the Smelly Savior.
I feel like we've heard that name before.
Really?
Maybe welcome back.
Tisro, Devin Elhard, Corey Town, Rocky Irian. Sorry, that's a tough spelling there. Colin, JB and Liz Fucks a Lot, Sarah Forster, Cindy Samuels, Anna, My Bella 2012, Daisy C, Miss Creeman, Pasha Green, Ollie, Amanda, Sunshine Daydream Hurley, Ida Dev, Ben Faddis, Olivia Brown, Nick Long, Riley, Jacob Collar, Taylor Baggett, Shane Stone, Aaron Lambright, Julie Muse, Joanne Benoit, B, Chris MacArthur, Morgan Myers, Claire Mack, Tanner Wise, Lindsay Giro, Maggie Kenny, Christina, Neurodivergent Hippie, Tomars, Jake Faddis, Camo Croc 614, Josephine Heguinen, Noah Fence, Katrina Mascarella, Erica Vincent, William M. Buttlicker, Mohammed Putabe, Rear Admiral Peter Jackanoff of the USS Rimway,
Oh, here goes that train again. That's going to start up.
Daniel Rusanowski, Amanda Brewer, Shannon Allen, Kaylin Weiserek, James Leithwaite, Jamie Waters, Oysen Coyle, Carolina Blue Eyes, Jen Frashino, Ryan Robinson, Damian, Anthony DiStefano, Brittany Smith, Ashley Job, Ivy Rapp, Dave smells like Jeffrey Dahmer's fridge after a power outage. That is absurd.
Wow. They
take
must know you personally.
Multiple showers a day, pal. That is very inaccurate. Kenny Ager, Nicole Cleenan, Susie Mazinski, Sarah Chappelle, Rectum Wrecker Poopy Pants,
God.
Hallie Benegar, Angry Blubber, Jason Woodard, Neo Anderson, Adam Stretton, Tara Burney, Desiree, Adam Stewart, Vanessa Thongsamantha. Wait, did I get that right? Thongsom Saneth. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but Vanessa Thongsom Saneth.
That sounds like it could be a joke.
Yeah,
like it's
I'm not getting it though.
Thong so mammoth?
Thongsomaneth?
Man, I don't know.
Vanessa Thongsomaneth. James Jackson, Tom Brady's throat goat. That's Mike. Jen Dooms.
mean, I guess. Tom Brady
He's
needed me to
sucking
suck me
fucking
off.
Tom Brady's cock all the time.
He's got more world championships than every team in the NFL. Come on. You're not going to tell me you're going to pass up on that penis?
Bernard Clark, Benjamin Henry, Christine Sherry. I'm about to bust on Mike's Necronama butt.
Okay.
Liz Morse, Fira 5, Dinkin Flicka, Lori Van Raimdonk, Larry Allen, Hannah Poppy, Pool Boy Sad Teo, Dr. Hot Dog PhD, Margot Schultz, Megan Higgins, Jewel Maps, Megan Slosky, Bex Quinlan, Alicia, Amber Brinkman, Tham, Lord Kev, Jamie Green, Areen Gilligan, Megan Wilkerson, Dave's Fake Profile, please, Jasmine Duncan, Jameson Luke, Alexandria Moon, Licia Latour, Joe 1998, Hallie Linz, Gabe Kaplan, Dane Joe, Allie Kogut, and Jennifer. Woo! Thank you so much.
4 days
new
later,
patrons.
we finished that list.
That was a big list. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you got on your end, Ian?
For iTunes, I have one for Ian, Mike, and Dave. That's the username.
That's us.
Hey, we did good, guys. 5 stars.
Danglo Music Man, Mike 8295, 2 fucking metal for you.
Wow.
2 number 2
Oh,
metal number 4 and the letter U.
got it.
Yeah, that guy fucks.
James West, Elver Galarga, Nitty Shishi, and Master Wizard 69. Thank you guys for the awesome.
Those are some names, too. Before I throw it to you, Dave, I got a quick shout out thank you to Paul from New Brunswick. Sent me a 3D print of an Edmonton Oilers keychain. Thank you very much, pal. Appreciate it. Dave, what do you got?
Nothing for the internationals or military, but I do have one makeup on the patrons. Thank you to Dick the Cock Johnson versus Bone Hose Steve Austin. That was one that got missed. So
You missed it or you messed it up?
I was missed a few weeks ago.
Dick the Cock Johnson.
Dick the Cock Johnson versus Bone Hose Steve Austin.
All right. I guess I would watch that WrestleMania.
I would check it out for sure.
Yeah. Probably just be on
I know you
Pornhub,
would.
but. All right, good stuff. And for those of you that have stuck with us through all of that, you're going to get a little special treat. I don't know if we've ever played it on a Sunday show. Maybe we have. Did we do that on our first Art Bell show?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think.
But we're going to play the Art Bell clip where he plays the audio of an actual recording of hell. So we're going to get to that.
Supposedly taken by a Russian scientist or something from the entrance of that 8 Mile hole that we talked about earlier.
And
Not sleeping.
Russia had zero tolerance for tomfoolery, so you know it's true. So we're going to play that to close us out here in a minute. Just after we remind you that we are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, Amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our merch, Patreon.com/Necronomipod, as we told you earlier, for all of our awesome bonus content.
All the cool kids are doing it. Obviously.
All of the cool kids are doing it. Everyone wants to hear Dave's shitty opinions on the Scott Peterson trial.
You have the same opinions I do.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and for the record on that, I see a lot of people, I agree with Ian. I never said, neither of us said Scott Peterson didn't do it. We question whether they had an adequate level of evidence in the trial to get a death penalty conviction and or, a life sentence conviction. We never said we thought he was innocent, so I'm not sure you guys are listening to what Mike and I had to say in those episodes.
I'm not sure any of them were listening because they didn't sign up for Patreon. If they signed up for Patreon, they could hear the full story. We all think he did it. We just had different opinions on the trial. and the evidence presented.
It's a legal discussion, not a guilt or innocence discussion. And you remember, if they can convict Scott on shoddy evidence, then they can do it to you too. So think about that.
The L.A. Innocence Project, Dave.
That's right. L.A.
L.A. Innocence Project, not the Innocence Project.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying that.
Now, I've got a clean copy of it now, and I warn you, this could scare you. Here's the email. Dear Art Bell, I just recently began listening to your radio show and could not believe it when you talked about the sounds from hell tonight. My uncle had told me this story a couple of years ago, and I didn't believe him. Like one of your listeners who discounted the story as nothing more than just a religious newspaper fabricated account. The story about the digging of the hole and the hearing of the sounds from hell is very real. It did occur in Siberia. My uncle collected videos and audio tapes and so forth on the paranormal, supernatural. He passed away fairly recently, but he would have loved your show. He let me listen to one of the audio tapes that he had on the sounds from hell in Siberia, and I copied it. He received his copy from a friend who worked at the BBC. It took me a while to find it tonight, but attached is that sound from my uncle's tapes. It's not the greatest quality, but the sounds are there. I was very hesitant to send you this, as the sound bothers me to listen to. I'd suggest that if you do play it on the program, warn listeners in advance so they may have the option of turning the radio off for 30 seconds while it plays. It has always haunted me. To those who discounted the Siberia sounds from hell story, it is true, and I, for one, wish it wasn't. Rick, listening from Chicago. And so I submit now the cleaned, a better copy to you, and I warn you, what you're about to hear is very disturbing indeed.